It's still on. Peter. Master volume. Oh, well, hello there, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Star Wars Kehd. I'm Zach the Plants Guy. I'm joined by Sloth the Buckethead, and we are here to discuss with you once more The Return of the Jedi. Probably my favorite old movie. How about you, Sloth?
Yeah, definitely the most well done out of the three, I would say, for sure.
Definitely some real badassness.
Yeah, we get some cool battle scenes.
Notes, if you will.
Of course. But first, let's start off with our ceremonial riplet.
That's right. It's 7:20 here, but it's 4:20 out in the West Coast. So let's take our riplets here.
Cheers to California time.
Cheers, everybody out in Cali who's watching this. Star Wars Kehd. Oh, the death sticks. Well, we have much to discuss today. For Return of the Jedi, it's a pretty action-packed movie. Why don't you intro us, Sloth?
So pretty much the movie starts off with Luke and the crew going to hunt down Jabba and try to rescue Han Solo. But first of all, we encounter Darth Vader. He is approaching the new Death Star that is under construction.
And the Admiral looks like he's clearly about to crap his pants.
Yeah, he's not too thrilled. He's definitely a little ticked off. Everything's behind schedule. The Emperor's not pleased.
Yeah, he's got half a Death Star right there.
Half the Death Star.
He can fly right in that damn thing and just blow it to hell.
Yeah, time is tight at this point, and
then we get to learn. Pretty cool. I mean, to think about the audience back in the day, to be in movie theaters and know that we might finally get to meet the Emperor in person.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Vader tells Commander that the Emperor's on the way, and everybody sort of freaks out. And
yeah, definitely some crapped britches on the bridge there, you could say. But yeah, so we get that, and then we get sent back to a place we've known too well, Tatooine.
So back on the sandy planet here. And
the sandy planet. We got a nice little view here. Some other stuff we got going. Look at Grogu in the background.
Grogu.
What a cute little guy.
Handsome fella.
Oh yeah. So, anyways, where were we? Yes, droids, Tatooine. We got. They don't send the humans first. They send the poor droids.
Oh yeah, poor R2 and C-3PO. C-3PO is very nervous. R2's casual and calm as always.
Probably talking robot shit, which is my favorite thing. For people who don't know at home, R2 has an extremely dirty mouth. Those beeps are usually all swears. So, yep. So they go to the big ass door. The weird ball thing kind of comes out.
Yeah, it's speaking Huttese to them, I believe.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is Huttese. That's right. Yep. And C-3PO is like, we're not getting through that damn door. But R2's like, oh, we're getting in there. Yeah. We're getting in. The door opens up. He goes right in like the warrior droid that he is.
Yeah, and then we encounter the Gamorian Guards.
The Gamorians.
Our first figure reveal of the day here.
Good little shot on that.
These
disgusting pig demons, I would call them. Carry big axes and what else is in there too? We have like a hammer of some sort, I'd say. Yeah, pretty disgusting creatures, really.
Yeah, very well done. That's Star Wars Black Series. Just came out a few months ago.
Yeah, I mean, how much things those are running right now?
Those ones aren't too bad. They're pretty much in stock in most places at the moment for about $32.
Nice, it's not bad.
Yeah, definitely grab it.
You at home can have your own pig demon. Make sure you grab your pig demon fast. So, yeah, he's also greeted by a Balaba, right?
Yeah, it's Balaba. We got
on the phone camera there.
Little 3.75.
And anybody who's been watching The Mandalorian lately knows exactly who that is. Sure. Anyways, so we get the droids greeted there, and then they're put into what I would call droid hell. It's a nightmarish place where other droids are torturing droids. They're trying to figure out your place in Jabba's palace. C-3PO kind of lucks out being the translator. R2 gets stuck being
first of all, they reveal R2 has to play the message.
Oh, yes, that's right. I am so sorry for skipping that.
Jabba's probably confused as to why these two droids randomly just showed up.
I was confused, too, in the beginning. Yeah. But, yeah, so they send him to send the message to Jabba. Jabba's all like, yeah, whatever. He doesn't give a
So it plays the message, and Luke reveals the two droids as gifts.
Yeah, right? And C-3PO's like, what the hell?
Which is kind of funny, I thought.
What the hell? Right? Yeah, I kind of felt bad for C-3PO, man. That guy did not want to be there one bit. So, yeah, the message is sent. The droid hell is given. And,
Jabba sort of ignores Luke's message there, I guess.
Yeah, no, he didn't give a shit.
Yeah,
he's
that
faced
was
Jedis
obvious.
before. He's literally seen
He doesn't
Jedis
care.
plenty in the past. He knows how to deal with them. So, and then comes the wackiest part of all. This is probably the craziest. Okay, so for anybody wondering who's seen the original and now the newer version of it, they added this funk scene in. I guess you could say where it's like a dance number.
Oh yeah, with the cantina.
Yeah,
dances.
that was really weird. That was when I saw that again for the first time. Like I rewatched Star Wars after watching the original, and I was like, when the hell was there? Oh, like lippy alien thing dancing before.
Yeah, I don't even know what species those are.
Yeah, it was bizarre. That really was like the creepiest thing. The high pitched voice and then I love how they edit Boba Fett in there real quick.
Yeah,
like,
he's just
watching,
chilling.
like, yeah, no biggie. I'm just Boba, just doing my thing.
Can't tell if he's actually enjoying himself or not.
I don't think so. I feel like Mandalorians do not enjoy funk music, but I mean, I could be wrong. Anyway, so that all kind of ends with the poor Twilight girl there.
Oh yeah, she gets tossed into the pit there.
I kind of.
And that's where we get to meet the big disgusting Rancor.
Yep, that thing is, oh man. So if anybody at home, our buddy Slothicus, the Buckethead here, is looking for a decently priced Rancor on the Black Series market, they're hard to find. They're in the hundreds. If you got a good deal, I've got a good lead, hit us up. Because we'd love to have one.
Yeah, I don't see them around at all, really.
No, they're part of the blue line, right? The Black Series?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, those are hard to find. And for good reason. They're pretty big. I don't think they made too many of them. So, very cool. The poor Twilight girl shafted into the pit of despair, eaten by the Rancor. And, we get to see over that Han Solo's there, too. He's just frozen in a chunk of carbonite.
Han's the prized possession.
Yep, Jabba's wall painting. He's like, what the hell, man? What did I do? What did I do? Can we actually get a zoom on that, I think, actually. Let's try that. Yeah. See if we can try and move this camera. There you go. Try and get in there. Sloth worked hard on this, everybody. Jabba's palace. Yeah, there's Han over in carbonite. C-3PO. Slave Leia over there next to Jabba. You can't really see because of Balaba here. Let me move Balaba. Boom.
I can move it a little more. There we go.
There you go. Yeah. So that's pretty much the scene that you're looking at right now. It's ugly. It's gritty. But it's real.
Yeah, what's that? The Kenner series?
This is the Kenner series 3.75. I think it's part of the vintage collection, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong on that. But yeah, it's 3.75.
Not too expensive.
No, not too bad. I think I found this set for like $50. Actually, no, excuse me, $40. It was on sale.
Ah, very nice.
Yeah, so you can find those, grab them. Very cool. Nice little things to have on your wall and your shelf. So very cool. So yeah, the dancing, the funk, that whole business. What do we got?
Yeah, and then from there, I believe, is when the Wookiee and a mysterious bounty hunter make a presence.
We have one for that too. Where is that? Ah, yes, right there. Perfect. Get one more shot on the thing here. So Leia arrives dressed as this creep bag. I mean, we don't really know that originally, but I like showing it now because just so you know what's going on here.
Disguise,
yes,
they call it.
The boosh disguise.
Not really sure what that's supposed to mean, but
didn't know it was called that until right now. And if you couldn't notice on the top of the card here, our buddy Clementine the dog there. She took a nice little bite out of by the crime there.
No
Shout out Clementine. But so she shows up with a Wookiee in tow. You're like, oh crap, Chewie got caught, man. How the hell that happen? So and then they make a foolish move, in my opinion. Why the hell would they imprison the Wookiee and Han Solo? Don't they know that they're like friends? I mean, they've been encountered before.
Well, at first when they imprisoned Chewie, Han was still in the carbonite, so they weren't expecting that to happen.
They just only had so many jail cells, and they're like, throw him in with the Wookiee. Yeah, but it's a nice little little reunion, I guess, because it has been a bit of time. We should address that now. There has been a good chunk of time between.
Yeah, Luke had enough time to train to be a Jedi.
Yeah, exactly. No, there's been at least probably I'd say close to 5-6 years in between then, which is has Han really been sitting in carbonite that long, man? That cannot be healthy at all. Yeah, think it's long-term.
Yeah, not eating for that
Yeah,
amount of time.
exactly. And like he come, well, we'll get to that. Anyway, so yeah, the Wookiee is brought in. We get to see that whole dance, and then Leia tries her hand at freeing Han out of this carbonite, and well, that goes extremely poorly. She's able to get out. They have a nice little romantic moment.
Cheesy
blah, blah.
little love scene.
Yeah, cheesy little love scene, and then bam, pull the curtain, and Jabba's chilling there. Everybody's just watching, and now Leia's enslaved. And boy, do they have an outfit for her. Yeah, we'll get.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Might have seen that in the Jabba.
Yeah, poor
scene,
Leia gets this little skimpy number. I don't know. I think George Lucas might have had a couple of ideas there, but yeah. So that ends up happening. Kind of an ugly scene there, but poor Leia gets enslaved now too. So everybody's kind of rounded up in there, and now, well, now's the time.
Yeah, now is when the Master makes his appearance.
And it is an appearance as hell, because if you know our boy Luke, by this point, the midichlorians in his body, I'd say, would kind of rival a young Anakin in Clone Wars. I would say this guy is a Force beast, people, and he shows up here and immediately just, you know, it's crazy. He kills those Gamorians.
Yeah, when he probably didn't even have to. Could have just used the Jedi mind tricks, like he did
that
on
should be addressed more
Yeah.
in public things. Yeah, Luke, he's using the dark side right there. He's choking out pig demons. So yeah, with pig demons choked out, he's then addressed by Balaba. Balaba has his mind.
blah blah.
Blah, gets his mind sucked out, and takes him down, tries to introduce him and stuff. And let's get a quick shot on this though, because you want to see how badass Luke looks. Bada boom! This is a rare one, folks. When I bought this, I probably got it for about $280. I'd say it's the Luke Return of the Jedi hot toy, and this thing is pretty rare. I'd say it's probably jumped up around $5 to $6 now. So I could almost double my money on it, but I just love it so much. It's such a good piece, and you can see R2 over there as well. That's the deluxe hot toy edition of R2. So. And
you got the Boba Fett helmet there as well.
Oh yes, the Boba Fett. Yep, our boy.
It's a nice little shot.
It's not bad. I tried rocking it earlier. I got a piece of my hair caught in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Luke, that's probably one of my favorites there. So if you can grab that, get your hands on it. They also have a deluxe edition. I think, oh man, that's got to be near like $800 now. The deluxe edition comes with Endor outfit, and we'll get to Endor in a bit. So, anyways, Luke shows up there, does the whole mind trick on Balaba, tries to do the mind trick on Jabba, doesn't work. Why is that?
Yeah, which is strange.
Yeah, no.
How does it work on everybody else but not Jabba?
My theory.
Well, because it didn't work on, what was his name?
Which one?
From Clone Wars and Phantom Menace.
Oh, Zero, right?
Yeah,
the like
Zero.
weird chick. That's right. Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's true. I think Hutts just kind of are immune to the mind trick. I think. Well, what it is, I mean, the mind trick works on weak-minded people, and I mean, Jabba, he's disgusting, but apparently he has a strong mind.
And it didn't work on Watto either. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. Good point. Yeah. No, Jedi tricks don't work on a couple of people. So. Jabba being one of them, he's all like, ha ha ha, whoopa doopa doopa. And then C-3PO's all like, Master, you're standing on, boom, Rancor pit again.
Yep.
So now Luke is thrust down, and he also has a pig demon friend with him, who also falls down into the pit, and he's the first to get eaten. Rancor snatches that pig demon right up.
He's just easy bait.
Yeah, I mean, he's just sitting there squealing the whole fucking time. Yeah. Luke, on the other hand, tries to put up a fight, hides underneath like a weird little crevice, when he finally gets captured, puts the bone in the thing's mouth, gets down, gets over to like the gate area there, throws the rock, dropping the gate.
Yeah, just
bam,
crunches on his face. The biggest question: where is his lightsaber?
Yeah, this is a big question. Where is it? Why is he?
They could have just made it so much easier.
Exactly. He could have just fought this Rancor easily, but. We do get a great moment once that gate is dropped on the Rancor. I mean, it's kind of sad, I guess you could say, if you really care for the fella. I don't. I think he's a piece of shit. But the Rancor guard guy, the guy who apparently raised the Rancor.
It's like the only human in the palace.
Yeah, and he comes in, he sees the dead Rancor and starts crying. Like the poor fella.
Like it was his best child, yeah. It's so funny.
So that was pretty weird, I'm not going to lie. Anyway, so now, they are all captured now, and Jabba's just like, I'm done with it. I'm gonna kill all of you. So we're going out to the Dune Sea because apparently I can't just do it here.
Yeah, taking them out to the giant sarlacc will be digested for thousands of years, and
that just sounds awful.
that's not
I
gonna
think
sound
Han
good.
was just like
yeah,
killing
Han
me right
was,
here.
Han was having none of that.
Yeah, but they're taking on Jabba's barge. Well, they're taking on like little ships, but Jabba's barge is what gets taken out. And here's a crazy one, folks. Jabba's barge was made by the Vintage Collection. I think it was a HasLabs thing or something like that. They have the barge, and when I kid you not, it's probably about this big, like almost the size of my arm length, I would say. It is absolutely humongous. It's probably one of the most rarest Star Wars figures you can find for vehicles. I'd say it's got to be in the $1,200 range. I've always wanted one. The thing is gigantic. It's beautiful. You can find it. If you do, shoot us a message just so we can see a picture of it. Because they are rare. They are rare, rare, rare. So anyways, yeah, this giant barge goes out to the Dune Sea. And we get some good action there, huh?
Yeah, it sort of starts off a little bit slow. Jabba and his crew are sort of just laughing and trying to figure out.
Poking fun. Han's like, I can't fucking see anything still.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they try and make some moves.
Everybody besides Luke is pretty much crapping themselves.
Yes, exactly right. I mean, Han's all messed up. Lando's there too. I think we didn't mention
Oh
that.
yeah, no, Lando I guess is in
there.
on the plan.
So,
I guess he's more calm, and R2.
Lando boy, this is the Marvel comic of Lando number 5.
Yeah, I can't believe we forgot to mention that. That Lando,
It's all right,
Lando was
Yeah,
there in
hey,
disguise.
to be fair, he was in pretty good disguise. You know what I mean? Lando's still chilling there. He's out in his little. So they're all on the ship. Lando's one of the guards there, and yeah, as they try and make a move on the execution there, we get a little bit of banter. You know, Luke giving Jabba his last chance. Leia's in there saying, poor Leia is like getting ripped against Jabba's gross, all scaly stomach and shit, probably covered in goo and crap.
He
Ugh.
tries to lick her at the point. Too.
Nasty. Yeah, you'll warm up to me. He says, like, I don't think I'm gonna warm up. Oh, you got something to your left there.
Oh, damn.
Coming in hot. Blunt alert. Blunt alert.
Appreciate you.
Woo, woo. Blunt alert. Excellent.
It's a gorilla finger right there.
Yeah, a Star Wars kid, gorilla finger. Thank you. Compliments our buddy A. You'll be seeing him on the podcast coming up if you continue to watch Play to the Plans.
I can't go wrong with a good little toke break in between.
Now, this is the true death stick right here. This actually feels like you're
Oh,
smoking
yeah.
the death stick, you know?
I wonder what would happen if all these.
They only gotta look like fingers. If they look like fingers, you're not smoking.
Oh, man.
Matter of fact, we say they don't look like an S. Y'all not smoking.
That's for us.
what
Oh,
a
man.
gentleman. What a legend.
What a man.
What a legend. Good stuff.
Millennium
That's amazing.
Smoking the Millennium
Yeah.
Falcon. Folks at home, oh man, a little bit of another smoke break. I hope everybody's smoking at home. If you're seeing this right now, I hope you're smoking at home. All right, light it up. We're having fun here.
Gotta roll fingers though.
Fingers, yeah, it's gotta be big
Yeah, it's
blunts.
gotta
None of
be
these little
fingers.
blunts can't have that stuff.
Weed saver.
That's right. Our weed saber. Oh, I love it.
Oh,
Weed
we gotta
saber.
do that
That's
now.
so good. Coming up.
It's a great idea.
I gotta love that. That's such a great idea. So, where the
So
hell?
wait,
were
yeah,
we?
yeah. Where were we? Oh yeah. So at this point, they make their move. There,
Yes, that's
R2 launches Luke's lightsaber out of his storage compartment. Luke does some flips and lands back on the barge. Takes his saber.
He does like more of a diving board move, kind of, which is
Yeah.
funny. He does like when you're like scared to jump off the diving board, and then he kind of like hops back up with a flip and lands.
It was pretty
behind
funny. There was a little bit of a delay too. It was like a 3-second delay. He's standing there with his hand out, waiting for the saber. It's like, they could have timed that a little.
We
better.
cannot stress enough, though, people. Why did Luke not have the lightsaber on him? He put it in the droid. What if somebody in droid hell was like, yeah, let me check out this droid, see if he's got, a lightsaber. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
kind of a sketchy plan there, in my opinion.
Oh,
But
it all worked.
It
out
all
in the
worked out in
end.
the end there. And, well, we get one of my favorite moments of the whole movie. So, as it's going on, we got Boba Fett. He sees what's going down on the ship. He launches off. It looks kind of funny because, I mean, the special effects back then were not like they used to be now. He kind of just, like, launches in, like, the funniest way. Lands on the barge. And Han's just getting his vision back, I'd say. So he's asking Chewie, he's like, Luke's here. Boba Fett. And as he says Boba Fett, he's got this weird little thing in his hand. Turns, spins, hits Boba right in the jetpack. And the jetpack sends him right on, cascading right off the side of the barge and down to the Sarlacc pit where the Sarlacc burps. This is a big deal, folks. We will go back to this one day, all right? Because we just love Boba Fett. But anyway.
Oh, yes, we do.
Anyways, as the Sarlacc's going on, the barge sort of tips a little bit. Lando falls. He starts grabbing onto something, and then Han ends up actually down there with a blaster while grabbing him, and Chewie's got his feet.
Yeah, I think
So-
Han uses another gun to like grab him.
That's right. He does.
Yeah.
You're right. He uses another gun. He's grabbing onto that. He's still slipping. Grabs his hand. Grabs that. And then, oh man, this point's so good. Anyway, so yeah, grabs that. Saves Lando by shooting something while half blind. Lando's like, you can't see. He's like, oh, I can see good enough. Blasts the thing. Saves Lando. And then Luke is already making moves. He's hopping from barge to ship.
Yeah, Luke pretty much took out everybody on the barge.
It was incredible. Just a display of lightsaber combat that the audience has never really seen before. It's just cutting everyone down and then frees Leia. Leia actually ends up choking out Jabba.
Yeah.
And this is a big deal. So once again, folks, we're looking for another thing here. If you can help out, the Sideshow premium format statue of Jabba getting choked out by Leia is probably one of my favorite pieces, and I'm going for around it's got to be around $12 right now, $1,200. But and we're gonna get one. We will get one sooner or later. I'm working on getting the module case. We'll get back on our premium format. So if you want to help us get more of this, you can always check out our Patreon. You can send us some money. We're going on figure hunts. So we'll be getting some of those on film coming up. So we got some good spots in Massachusetts. Maybe even go up to New Hampshire coming up or something.
Yeah,
like
I
that.
think we need to start finding more spots.
Yeah. If anybody knows of any cool spots, let us know in the comments. Oh, we have a comment. Our buddy DJ Josh has chimed in. He says hello. Hello, Josh.
Josh.
Hello there, buddy. Wish you were here today, man. We're pumped to see you. We got a big band coming by with Joshy Boy Black Hats this weekend. Tune in for
lovely.
that for Play of the Plants. It's gonna be a good time. But anyways, so we're getting to the climactic point. Leia has just choked out Jabba, and what is assumed to be she has the Force. Is that using the dark side? That's using the dark
It
side,
is.
right?
I think she does.
All these
yeah.
chokings, you know what I mean? Anyways, so chokes out that. Leia runs to the top of the barge. Luke's all like, hey, get on that gun and shoot the barge, which is kind of bizarre to me because I was thinking about this the other night. They shoot the barge, get on a little bit of a rope swing or whatever the hell it is there Luke's got, and they kind of whip down to the other
little
ship
the
ship
other
there so they can make
speeders
their
or
escape.
whatever, yeah.
But when Leia shoots the gun into the barge, did they just have a bunch of gunpowder on the back of that barge or something that led to the whole ship exploding? What happened there? And the droids, they were just tumbled off and they were ripped out of the sand by the boys on the escape. So they escaped the barge and
Good question, yeah.
yeah, no, we'd like to figure
took
that out.
down the
What was
barge
going on with the
rather
barge?
easily.
Let us know in the comments. But anyways, so yeah, the barge goes up. They make their escape, and Lukey boy, he's got a mission. He's got to head back to see an old friend.
Yeah, he's got to complete his training
He's got to head back to the Dagobah system.
with good old Jedi Master Yoda.
Yep. And in the meantime, the others head back to the fleet to see what's going on, see what their plans for the.
Yeah, the Alliance is about to finally fully assemble.
Yep. Akbar is making some moves. We'll
Yep.
show him in a little bit here. But yeah. So what do we got on the thing here?
Yep.
Gotta change our thing here. Sorry, folks. A little more baked than usual tonight.
I wonder why. Fat gorilla fingers.
Return of the Jedi, man. You know you gotta be fucking baked for Return of the Jedi.
So Luke's back to Dagobah, but first, before we see him back there, we see the Emperor's arrival to the Death Star.
Right. The first time the audience ever gets to see the Emperor.
And we saw him briefly in a hologram, I think, in Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, and they don't even know his name. When
But
you
no.
think about it, they just the audience in the 80s at this point had no clue who the Emperor is. They just knew he was the head guy, knew he was old. And yeah, we now, if you've seen our past Star Wars kids,
Yeah, you all
we
know
have an
his
idea
name
of
by
who
now,
this is.
but-
This is Palpatine. This is the same guy from the Clone who orchestrated the Clone Wars, who's done so many evil, dastardly things, and he's still going. So yeah, he shows up at the thing. I mean, you can tell they're shitted britches. Every stormtrooper there is like, holy shit, I'm seeing the Emperor. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
It's a dream for the stormtroopers to see the Emperor. I remember if you read the book Lost Stars, it's every stormtrooper's dream to even encounter Darth Vader and the Emperor, but especially the Emperor, because Darth Vader, he was around. So yeah, we get to see that. Very cool. Love that part.
Yeah, and he sort of makes it well known to Vader his plans that he wants to capture Luke and force him to join or die.
Yep, join and die.
So that's a big moment too.
He's become too powerful, Lord Vader.
And you can
Only
sort
you
of
and I
tell
can.
by Vader's expression there that he sort of has some mixed feelings about
He is
this
hesitant, and the Emperor picks up on that too, because the Emperor is, I mean, he knows everything. He knows how people feel when they're feeling it, you know? He's just that much of a Force beast.
Yeah. So the Emperor is always one step ahead. But then from there is when we get to see Luke on Dagobah.
And we get to see the sad moment with old Yoda. You saw the old Yoda from last week. If you tuned into our last one, it was the Hot Toys Empire Strikes Back one. And yeah, it's just poor old Yoda. You know, he's in his hut, he's just hanging out. He knows that death is upon him, and that Luke he can't finish Luke's training for him. You know, he's too old. He's on death's doorstep. He's walking around with a freaking cane. He's like, you should have never left. You know, why'd you leave? Your friends are in danger, big whoopee, you know? But, yeah, so really a somber moment there. We learned that Yoda is actually 900 years old. On his 900th birthday is death, I guess. I mean, I don't know.
Now I can imagine living to be 900.
Can you imagine how many Jedi he trained?
insane.
Like what he did for that order, you know what I mean? So, just a really sad part. And we learn that's when he learns that Leia is his sister. And, yeah,
Well,
another Skywalker.
he says there is another Skywalker.
He assumes he's like Leia, you know, like that. It makes sense. I knew all along. They both kind of knew, even I feel like even Leia knew it. But yeah, so Yoda, he croaks. It's a sad moment. It really is. Disappears. Does the old Force disappearing? The blanket just down. Really just a somber moment. But Luke knows that he's in it, and as he comes out of the hut there after talking to Yoda, he runs into old Ben Kenobi in Force Ghost form. And that's a really cool part. Where he's just like, why didn't you tell me? He tells him the deal. Tells him that me and Anakin, we were boys, we were homies, and your dad, he can fly good. I love how he always has to mention that. You're the best pilot and all this shit. But yeah, so just another moment there. We learned some more from Force Ghost Ben. And
Yeah, another big moment for Luke. See how he handles the truth now.
he knows he's all in now. There's no turning back. So we get the move, and Luke leaves Dagobah, heads back to the fleet, and that's when we get to see the planning.
Yeah, he heads back to the fleet, and then we are introduced to, the leader of the Alliance at the time. They don't say her name, but it is Mon Mothma.
Yes, Mon Mothma, who, if you've watched any Clone Wars or Rebels or anything like that, you know a bit of Mon Mothma's work. She's been around. But so she's pretty much the one, like, her and I'd say Akbar are also guiding the attack. I think it's about time we show Akbar, right? Yeah, let's show off Akbar. Cool. Let's grab your Akbar there, bud. Check out this guy. Really cool version. This is one of the newer Black Series. Check out the new box.
Yeah, I love the new style packaging they're doing here.
Really
on the
cool,
boxes,
man. It's such a good figure. They really did such a good job, because any of the other Akbars they've ever made in the past were
all very derpy.
So this one was really,
And they
really
got
good.
like summaries on the
The
back.
new packaging. It's just so good. Like, Black Series knocks it out of the box.
And, the sides too, if you line them up.
That's right. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, they're like at an angled box there. Really cool. Really well done. Well done figure. Gimme, babe.
Oh, doggy Liz.
Our little in-house Wookiee has shown up here on the stream. Come on by, Charles. I'm gonna introduce Chelsea on the stream today. Another Star Wars fan. Hey, this is my roommate Chelsea. She's awesome.
She's responsible
for
for a lot of
on
the
the stream coming up. Maybe for a couple of Clone Wars episodes or something. Hey, very cool.
Yeah, a lot of the figures here are also hers.
Oh, we got Mandalorian coming back next year, but the Book of Boba is in the fall. Yes, so get ready for that.
Wait.
Yes.
Have you ever seen Fanboys?
Fanboys, what's this?
Oh my god. You gotta do an episode of Star Wars Kid about fanboys. It's super dope. It's like a comedy movie about these like friends that are Star Wars nerds, and they travel across the
Ooh.
country to break into Skywalker Ranch.
No
shit.
way.
To watch fucking Phantom Menace. It's
Really
pretty dope.
cool. If any
Oh,
of our
that's
viewers
awesome.
have
Really
seen this,
funny.
chime in. That'd be great.
Fanboys.
Cool
Watch it.
stuff.
Very
Thank you,
nice.
Chels.
You're
That's cool.
That's
Check that
awesome.
out. Hell yeah. Awesome person right there. You'll be seeing her on the stream plenty coming up. And possibly even more of Clementine.
And a good old shot at Danny DeVito there too in the back on the classic. What's that from like 1992 or something
Dude, yeah,
like that?
Cigar aficionado. What is it? Lighting Up with Danny DeVito. So
Classic.
good. Danny DeVito should have been in Star Wars. That would have been awesome.
Yeah,
That's a
he
missed
would've been-
opportunity
he
by
would've
Lucas
been-
right there. Well, what he would have been, but fuck it. So,
Anyways, back to it.
yes, let's back to it.
While Akbar is explaining the plans of this newly designed Death Star, we also learn that Lando has been promoted to a new general of the Alliance, and he's going to lead the strike force on an attack in the Falcon.
Yep, Lando back in the Falcon once more, man.
So he's all excited to get to drive his old.
And for anybody who doesn't know, the Millennium Falcon is actually Lando's
Yep.
ship originally. We'll be going through that when we do our showing of Solo. Yes. Solo.
He does
movie.
mention in The Empire Strikes Back
That is true.
that
Yeah,
it
yeah,
used
that
to
is
be
true.
his when they first meet.
Good point.
So-
That gambler, that
That
suave,
scoundrel.
suave bastard.
You old pirate.
Billy D. And Childish Gambino.
Yeah.
So anyway, so yeah, Akbar does his little plans there.
Yeah, while they're all assembling the attack. And the plan is to get down the shield generator, which is coming from the moon of Endor and protecting the Death Star.
Yeah, it's quite a weird way to protect the thing. It's like, yeah, we'll put something on the moon to protect it. I mean, I get what they're trying to go for there, but I mean, if that thing got blown up orbitally or something like, they're done.
Exactly.
That thing's a sitting goose.
So while they're doing that, Han, Leia, Luke, and the droids and Chewie go down to Endor and try to deactivate the shield generator.
Yep, and they all wear some pretty cool clothes, and they all made it into Black Series.
And I think this is when we show the rest of the figures.
Let's
here.
do it!
So,
Baboosk. All right.
first here,
Yeah, start with those ones. That
Yeah,
makes sense.
start with Luke.
Lukey boy wearing his little camo
Honestly,
shit there.
Black Series tries hard, but these were not their best ones, in my opinion.
No, and that's why they're still selling so cheap too. You can
Yeah,
find these probably like
they're
18.
they're everywhere in stock at
Yeah,
the
show
moment.
the other two too. I mean, because like I'd say this 3 was like a quick set that I found in stores. I mean, I bought these for like $20 right retail. I mean, I'm pretty sure you still
And there's
can
the
right
Han as well.
now. I mean, they're good.
They're
good
still
for what
cool.
for. Yeah, they're still really cool figures. I mean,
They're still cool.
they could have been better. How about that? We'll just say it like that.
So you got those two, and then you got Princess Leia as well.
But boom, really cool. So yeah, they get down to the Endor moon. They're dressed all fun and stuff like that. And real quick, yeah, they get down to the Endor moon. It's a forest planet, big gigantic trees. It looks like there's like redwoods everywhere. Is how I would like categorize it. So, and we know the Empire's there too. Obviously, they're all over that. They send out like little scouts riding bikes, like little biker scouts, I guess you could say. Start running into those, and we get our little bear action there too, huh?
Yeah, after Luke and Leia chase down a few of the scout troopers on the speeder bikes.
Oh, yeah, we got a
actually,
speeder
we
bike,
forgot another one.
Bada boom. So
another
yeah, they
little-
ride these little speeder bikes through the trees. I mean, I would slam right into a tree. Apparently, they're trained not to do that. But yeah, so they're riding these little speeder bikes through the woods. They get pretty much a hold of one of them and chase down the other ones before they can get back to base to signal that they're gonna be, tipped off about their arrival. So as that happens, Leia kind of gets separated from Luke and Han and all the rest of them. She ends up with a little bear friend.
Yeah, so this is where we get to meet the Ewoks for the first time.
Yeah, the little
cute
Ewoks.
little creatures.
Yeah, they're like little like bears with spears, I guess you could call them.
Yeah.
That's the way I would put it, bears with spears. And you got one over there?
Well, we'll save that.
Ooh,
one.
okay,
That's
okay,
very
okay. That's fair.
That's very
He's-
specific
He's
one.
got a specific bear in mind, everybody. We're talking about the Ewoks.
Yeah.
She knows the cuteness of the Ewoks. Yep.
Yes, they are.
Very savage, very cute.
Like me.
Bam, just like Chels.
Yep.
Chels is an Ewok spirit animal right there, folks. That's great. So yeah. Anyways, so Leia makes friends with that. They kind of get caught up though. And, a guard catches them, or a scout trooper catches them.
Yeah, they get shot at, and then one of them creeps up from behind, and the Ewok sort of senses that one of them's coming and sort of scurries and hides real quick, and
does a distraction while she clubs the dude.
yeah, doesn't really do, just whacks like a scout trooper on the legs real quick, but it's enough to distract him, and then Leia bashes him with the gun.
Which is just like, dang, that girl's throwing down.
So, oh yeah.
So yeah, anyway, she runs off with her little bear friend, and the rest of them are kind of just stuck, like, searching for her. And during the search, they run into a piece of meat on a stick. And Wookiees, man.
Oh yeah.
Wookiees love meat on a stick.
Yeah, Chewie can't refuse. So
I love that part.
the whole gang gets caught up in a trap, and
yeah, a big net just kind of swoops them up, and then R2, being the man of many technologies, ends up cutting the net out. They fall to the ground, and as they do, they're surrounded by a ton of Ewoks.
a ton of Ewoks, and this is where we can show the Black Series one.
All
This is,
right.
I guess, the leader of the Ewoks, I would say, or
Let's call him that. I
Yeah.
don't know what the hell else to call him.
So-
Tebow. Yeah,
his
so
name
this
is
is what-
Tebow. They don't say his name. I only knew his name when they released the Black Series.
Yeah,
So.
exactly. It's not they ever. They never say one Ewok name during.
Yeah,
the
he's a
movie
cool
once.
guy.
Yeah, so it's just
So this little guy approaches them and starts poking at Han, and Han's not having it at all, and tells him to back off. And then C-3PO pops out of nowhere as he was just lying on the ground, sort of dazed for a second, and then he.
It kind of really works out though that they brought 3PO with them. I gotta say, because they needed him real bad because they're taken into Ewok custody. They go back to we get to see the Ewok village, and it's pretty much just a big tree fort. It's badass. I mean, it's really freaking cool. And they're taken there. They're gonna be eaten in a celebration because the Ewoks think that good old C-3PO
Yeah, how
is
you
a
would
golden god.
Yeah, how you would roast a pig. They're tied up on a.
On the spit
on
there.
the spigots and
They got Han on a
over
spit.
about to be roasted over a fire. And
Yep, they got Luke chained up to something. Han's on the spit, about to get roasted, and
no, they're all on the spit about to get roasted. Yeah, it's Luke and
that's
Han.
true. Yeah, I guess Luke is on the spit. All right, but yeah. Anyways, C-3PO's over there.
Yeah.
They're treating him like the god he is. He has like a little throne and stuff, and they're telling him like C-3PO, tell him to let us go and stuff.
Yeah, and obviously none of that works.
No. But then Luke has the really good idea.
Yeah.
C-3PO, tell him you'll use your magic. So I like that. That was a good call. You'll
He'll get really angry.
Yeah, so, get angry, and apparently when he gets angry, he floats in the sky because Luke, using the Force, lifts C-3PO's throne up, and he starts floating around. The Ewoks are like, "Oh shit, this dude's not playing." So, yeah, that was pretty funny to see like that. Even 3PO's like, "What the hell's going on? Put me down, put me down." Yeah. So after that, they finally let Han go, and we get to see that Leia's there too. Leia's all like, "Hey, those are my friends," like all that shit. So
Yeah, Leia's all dressed up pretty, and
Yep.
her hair is all done. They're taking good care of her. Where they think she's probably some kind of.
well, I mean, she did kill that
Yeah.
trooper in front of him. I feel like they're like, "Oh, she's not with the bad guys."
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that works out, and then it's celebration time. I guess we have a little bit of like a storytelling moment where they're explaining their travels so far to the
Yeah,
Ewoks.
C-3PO making all sorts of noises like Vader's
And the Ewoks
noise.
are cuddling up with Han. They're like, "Oh, hey." how's
Yeah,
it
Han
going,
gives
bro?
these like kind of like creepy looks, like get the hell off me. And
And they're told that they're part of the tribe, and as that happens, Luke's like, I gotta bounce. I can't have this. I know that I'm gonna get sensed here. So he goes out onto like the outside area. Leia sees Luke leave and follows him out, and that's when Luke drops the truth bomb on her. So like, "Yo, Vader's the father, and I got a sister. I'm looking at her. We kissed. What the fuck?" That's what I would be thinking at that moment. Like, shit, yo, I kissed you on the mouth. This is now weird. But Luke's like, "Oh, I gotta dip. I gotta bounce. I'm gonna get sensed here." So yeah, he takes off. And as he takes off, Han's coming out. He's all like, "Oh, what's going on?" Leia's like, "I can't tell ya."
Han's sort of being Han and getting all
you can tell
emotional,
Luke, huh?
getting
Blah,
jealous.
blah. Yeah, getting all jelly and shit. And
Typical.
Yeah, typical Han boy there, and yeah, just no, she's all like, yeah, blah blah blah, just hold me,
Yeah.
get the romantic lovey shit again going on.
Yeah, so as Luke goes off, he's actually going to confront Vader, who is on his way down.
I wish
to
they
Endor.
showed this. Now that's actually one thing I'd like to bring. I wish they showed when Luke, because what he does, he kind of just gives himself up.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, this guy surrendered, blah blah blah. Like, I wanted to see that. I would like to see like Luke be like, hey,
Like
I'm
how
just
he
here to
did
see
that.
more.
Right.
So yeah. Anyways, Vader's down on the planet. He knew that Luke was down there. He sensed him. The Emperor's like, go down there, go get the boy. So yeah, he's down there. Luke and Vader have a good monologue there. I'd say where it's all like, Father, I know there's good in you, and like you won't turn me in. He's like, I will, because Anakin Skywalker's dead to me. Blah blah blah. All that stuff. So yeah, he knows he's gonna bring him before the Emperor. Something Luke actually didn't see coming. I think Luke in his mind was like, no, he won't take me before the Emperor right now. But Vader had to make a point, had to prove that he's not messing around.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, brings Luke up to the Death Star.
And we can definitely tell there's doubt in Vader. I mean, when Luke asks him to join him, you can tell he wants to. It's just the Emperor
He just
has so
knows he
much
can't beat
control
him.
over him.
Yeah, he doesn't think he can beat him, and like that's the messed up part about it. It's just like Vader is literally under this dude's thumb, and it's just so sad,
Mm-hmm.
But in the meanwhile, the Ewoks have now taken them as part of the tribe, so they will now join the Rebel Alliance army, and we kind of get the start of the Battle of Endor. And a fun fact for everybody at home if you look at part of the Rebel Alliance and you watch our old episodes, you know how big a deal Rex is in the Clone Wars. And apparently this is a huge. When I found it out, I jumped out of my seat.
Mm-hmm.
I threw my arms up. I was like, "This is incredible." Is that Rex is at the Battle of Endor? If you look and see the old man with the beard and stuff, that is Rex. And Filoni made that canon. That is proven. He's there. So you have another Skywalker fighting alongside Rex. How freaking cool is that? And yeah, the battle begins. I mean, we get to see some wild stuff. They try and what they try and do is they try and make a move onto the radio tower to try and get in there, and they do.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all just a falsity. They get inside, they're captured. It was just a huge ruse. There's way more troopers than they expected. So yeah, they're taken outside, and as they're soon to be I think, were they going to get executed there, or were they going to get taken? I forget. I think they were going to get executed.
Yeah, they were about to get executed.
Yeah, so as they're about to get executed, C-3PO's all like, hey, over here! And everybody's like, well, get those droids. And as they go up there, bam! Ewoks! And shit gets real. These little bears are not fucking around.
Yeah, that
man.
sort of launches the Battle of Endor.
Yeah, it really does. That was like the coolest stuff because the Ewoks just start pulling all the stops out. I mean, we get to see some of the greatest Empire machinery at the time. A walker here. Let's get a sight on that.
Oh yeah, the ATST.
This is really cool, people.
Yeah, the Black Series. There we go.
Wicked cool. This is our roommate Chelsea's, who you guys actually just met. And yeah, this is the Black Series, still in box.
I have one as well. I actually opened mine. It looks really sick. It's a little top heavy though. It's hard to stand up, but it's still a very sick figure.
Very cool moment too is when the Ewoks they start to get the upper hand a little bit for a sec there when they take out one of the walkers with these logs. They drop a bunch of logs on him, and you've seen, you said they're top
that
heavy.
was a very dope moment.
Yeah, perfect moment. I mean, they get in there, and they start making some moves there, some crazy stuff. They get some real bear combat there. A lot of they even have flying machines. Those crazy bastards.
Oh yeah,
I mean, they're flying around with the kites and stuff, dropping like bombs and stuff. Later, hey, thank you so much for the blunts, bro. Yeah, sounds good, man. We'll be around. But yeah. Anyways, we can't wait for everybody to check out this part because I mean, it's just crazy combat there. Little bears dropping rocks. I mean, the stormtroopers are just like, is this really happening right now? And if you play the game Star Wars Battlefront 2, there's a little bit of a moment, a little bit of a game type there called what's it called again?
Ewok Hunt or something.
Ewok Hunt, I believe.
You have to spend a night on Endor. You're either a stormtrooper
or a little death bear.
Ewok, yeah.
And it's so cool.
It's hard to be the stormtrooper because it's dark and all you have is your flashlights. You can only see right in front of you, and the little bears just creep up on you.
It's freaking terrifying. You just hear off in the distance, and then you just know they're coming for you.
Yeah.
It's wild,
And they
man.
can see in the dark too, which
Yeah,
is
exactly.
that's a
so-
very hard game.
Yeah,
to
it's a
play.
hard game mode, but it's fun. It's really
Maybe
fun. I
we'll try to
recommend
get one of those streams going.
Yeah,
sometime.
check out our
Be
video
good.
game stream for sure, man. We'll be playing that coming up. So, yeah, as this is all going on, the fleet's starting to show up at the Death Star too, right? It's starting to make
Yeah,
make that run.
the fleet shows up and they realize that the shield generator is
Still up.
They were being jammed, I think.
Yeah, and the best part is I love how Lando keeps calling Han.
Yeah.
Give Han a little
Give
bit
Han
more
a lift.
time. Yeah, I love that part. So yeah, the fleet's kind of getting wrecked there, and it's not good times. It's not good times. They're all worried, and then the Emperor.
And that's when you get the infamous line from Akbar, "It's a trap!"
It's a trap. I love
There's
that.
tons of memes out there with his face.
Yeah, it's a trap, and that's cool too, because so the Emperor is kind of chilling while all this is happening. He's just waiting in his little room. Darth brings Luke in. He's all like, it doesn't matter, Emperor, what you say right now, because we're all gonna be dead soon. My friends are gonna be blown up. He's like, your friends, huh? Your friends out there in space getting murked up right now. And Luke has to watch as a lot of the ships that he's friends with are just getting blown to bits. Wild stuff right there. You can tell that he's like starting to stew a little bit, I would say. But yeah. Meanwhile, the Endor battle's raging. It's just craziness there, I would say. And so I think Han and Leia get to the point where they get to the door again.
Yeah, they finally get back to the door, but they have to open it somehow. They try to get R2 back there. He sort of gets fried.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he
And
gets
Han has to try to hotwire the thing.
You should have just done from the start when I think about it. Dude, Han just hotwire it from the start. You know what I mean? Like, it would have saved so much more time. But anyways, yeah, so they're hotwiring the door. It's getting real crazy out there and all that stuff.
He doesn't open it, but
No.
eventually their furry friend arrives in one of the ATSTs.
Wicked cool moment,
that
too.
him and a few of the Ewoks jacked from the Empire.
Yeah,
It
it's
was-
so
it was
good.
Awesome.
Just grab the walker real quick. It's such a good move.
It was funny. The two Ewoks were sitting in there, and Chewie's just like, "Get out of here!" He's like, "I'm in control."
Yeah, man, that was great. Pops out of the top and he's like, Chewie! I love that part. And what, Chewie just blast the door?
Yeah,
I
they
think?
just blast open the door.
Yeah, and then they get inside there and they're able to turn off the shield generator. And then, Lando starts getting everybody
Well, first
together.
they're inside, and they trick the Empire to come back. Remember, to the area.
That's right.
And then
yes, it's
they
so good.
they all run out the other side when they're not looking.
Yeah, that was wicked good moments, wicked good scenes. You know what I mean? Like, really fun stuff. So, yep. When all that moment's going on, back up on the ship there, Luke's starting to stew a bit more. He sees the plan starting to fail.
Oh yeah, this is where the battle really begins.
Mm-hmm. And Vader starts to get in his head. He's all like, I'm gonna turn your sister evil. And at that point, Luke just kind of fucking loses his shit. He starts going at Vader. We got a real good battle here, folks, between Vader and Luke. And yeah, I mean, like, it's just good cinematography right there. And then during this moment, Lando's like, all right, shield's coming down. Start making our move on the inside of the Death Star. And him and Wedge, our buddy Wedge, comes back too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Wedge Antilles. Really cool guy there.
Critical piece to the Alliance.
And they just put out the new Black Series Wedge helmet for pre-order. It's out now on Games.
Yeah, it's on GameStop right now.
I think Zavi has them and
Big Bad,
Hasbro
pretty
might
much.
as well too. Yeah, pretty much most of the
Pretty
major
much all
ones.
the sites you can
Yeah.
find Black Series on.
All the major ones. So it's a cool helmet. It's a little bit like my Luke.
Yeah, it's like greenish compared to
Yeah,
Luke's.
exactly. It's like my Luke one from A New Hope that I was wearing during that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, really cool helmet. Comfortable too. Those are probably the most comfortable helmets they make. So snag one of those while you can. And they make their move on the Death Star. They're getting all up in there. There's TIE fighters chasing them through. But it kind of not works out for the TIE fighters. They're a little too wide for the passages in the Death Star.
Oh, yeah,
a lot
true.
of them get blown up on the way in. So that's pretty cool. And the Endor battle's kind of like coming to a close, I would say, on the ground.
Yeah, the
at this
Endor
time.
battle came to a close thanks to the Ewoks.
Yep, and they're getting all up in there. And during this time, Luke is really starting to feel it. Like Vader's taunting him, and he's getting all angry. He's like using. I would say he's using techniques that straddle the dark side. Like, you know how you see a lot of evil force users with the overhand strikes over and
Well, yeah,
over
he was
again like
definitely
that?
using some anger.
Yeah, he was
in
getting
that.
a lot of anger in there, so he was using a lot of like different techniques that he wouldn't really use. Now, I think that's what threw Vader off the most. You know, he's using these like way different tactics than he
Yeah,
did
he's
any other battle.
dominating
Yeah.
Vader compared to their prior matchups where Vader.
And then
was-
bada boom, he's like hand for a hand, motherfucker. Boom, cuts off Vader's hand. And then so this is a part I actually want to circle back to in a sec. So as this is going on, you know, the Emperor's all like, good, good. I say good a lot. And he comes down the stairs. He's like, kill him, and take your place by my side. You know, like do that whole thing. And he's like, no, I'm not gonna do that, bro. Just like, no, I'm not evil. And he's like, well, then you will die. Ah, the Force lightning, the classic Palpatine Force lightning. I mean, this guy has
It's
Force
one
lightning.
of my favorite parts of the movie. I love.
The dude just loves Force lightning people, dude. He's just all
love-
about that shit. So it's getting real. He's just all in Luke.
So cool.
Luke just getting zapped up. You can see it in his teeth. I thought that was a really cool, like for the time being, like, you know, I mean, just to see like electricity flow through someone's teeth was really cool. And yeah, Luke's on the ground just in so much pain. Vader's up again. He's just like looking at this shit like, I don't know, man. This doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
You know, like he didn't kill me. We shouldn't kill him. And finally, he's no, the classic Vader. No. And he lifts Palpatine above his head. Let's circle back to this real quick. He has one hand. He picked Palpatine up his hand with one hand because he has a nub for
The other
one.
one, yeah. Well, still
he's
use
like-
it for support.
He's like,
but, yeah.
but just picture that. He's like nubbing this dude.
Yeah, while taking full
while taking
electricity.
Force lightning, and then throws this dude down a freaking tube. We get the classic like explosion.
Yeah.
Is that the end of Palpatine? We hope so. But we don't know. I like to think it was, but
Everybody
know.
did at the time. Like, where was he gonna go? I mean,
Exactly.
it seemed like
Huge
there was an
explosion,
explosion.
that's the end of the
and-
Emperor, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that goes on. We get a little bit of like a touching moment between Luke and Vader. There was like, you know, I knew you were good. You were right, Luke boy. And he's like, I'm gonna get you out of here. So they start making their way towards the ship. And while this is all going on, Lando's getting all up in the Death Star. They say they're getting close to the shield generator. I think they end up Mac on the shot. Is it Wedge that takes a shot at the shield generator? It is.
I believe.
Yeah, Wedge takes a shot, blows up the shield generator. On the way out, the Millennium Falcon's the last one out, as per tradition. And it blasts out of a fireball. We get the Lando, yeehaw! Which is always a good time. So we get the Lando yeehaw.
And they always had to fit in the little Celestin guy laughing. Remember? Like,
I forgot about that shit.
they
That
never
shit's so good.
actually say anything. They just like
No,
laugh.
So, anyways, after a good ho 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 and another Death Star explosion, we get sent back to the other ship, and we get to see Luke have his last moments of Vader, and it's really some sad stuff there. You know, he's like Luke, like, you know, he's breathing heavy. You can just hear like yeah, that guy is fucking dying, and yeah, they get
Oh
down.
yeah,
to
the electricity short circuit.
Oh yeah, exactly. He's just done. He's on the way out.
He's
and,
out.
He's like on the way out to the ship. He's just, Luke, let me look at you. Let me look at you, my boy. Let me take a look at you with my real eyes. You know, yeah. He's like, but father, you'll die. And really sad moment there between these two. Ooh, nice. Good time for you to use this. These
Yeah,
are rare, folks. We got a couple of rarities.
These are probably
right here.
two of my favorites from the day. These are the SH
Figs.
Figure Arts. And one of these I got from Malaysia. It came,
Oof, Malaysia.
showed up quick for DHL. I had to pay like $30 for shipping, but
Jesus, how much did you pay for this for the figure alone?
I can't remember
That's
exactly. It was over $100. That's all I know. But that's the
SH
Return of the
Figure Arts.
Jedi Vader.
Really
It's hard
cool.
to see with the glare. Hopefully, we're gonna try to find a better camera phone or something to work for the figures. But you can see up at the top here, there's Vader without.
May even have better luck.
Is that this one right here? Oh yeah, that's a
there you
lot
go,
better.
That's good.
Yeah, you can see up
Yeah.
at the top here, there's Vader without his helmet on.
He looks all yeah. So pretty much Vader. I mean, if you saw our one for what was that? Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the Sith. You know that Anakin got all burnt up and that his skin's probably all gross and stuff. And yeah, at this point he's old. So picture an old skin burned man, and that's what you're looking at. And he's just so happy to see Luke. You know, he's just like, you were right,
yeah.
son. You changed me back. You brought me back from the.
That was a nice moment.
Yeah, it was. And they say in this moment that, well, I guess when he killed the Emperor, that Darth Vader redeemed himself in the Force. I think that's a little bit of a stretch, but yeah. So we get the nice touching moment.
Yeah, he does
Vader,
a lot of.
Vader chokes out.
There's a lot of
done.
messed up shit. It's hard to believe.
No,
He can redeem himself, but
right? Exactly. But
at that time, nobody knew all the other things that he
No.
had done in between.
No, they
movies,
just thought
so.
they just thought
Exactly.
he just wanted to see his boy. You know, that was the whole thing. It was like a father-son story.
So then we also have here the.
The Luke. I love
The
how that
Luke
also
Return
comes
of
with
the
a Vader
Jedi.
head.
Yeah, they gave it. They force you to buy the Vader pretty much
That's wild, huh?
because the Vader head that comes with the Vader has a different expression on his face than this one.
How much did you pay for that Luke figure art?
I think this is the one I got from you actually.
Oh man, if I had to
Maybe,
guesstimate,
These ones aren't insanely expensive.
I'd say around 80.
It was,
If I
yeah,
had to
80
guess,
bucks
Yeah,
or
I'd say
so.
around $80 if I had to guesstimate.
But most of the figure arts are very expensive in general.
Yeah, they are. But so, anyways, we get the little bit of a send off to Vader, our boy, our guy back here.
Yeah, they're roasting some
Yeah.
leather.
Roasting, yeah, right. So yeah, we get the touching moment there. Vader chokes out. They bring him back to Endor, or Luke brings him back to Endor, and back on the planet, everybody's celebrating. All over the galaxy, everybody's celebrating because the Empire has been brought down. You know, it's a new age. People are partying. Everything's going on. It's a new world. So back on Endor, all the Ewoks are having a celebration. I thought it'd be pretty weird for the Rebel Alliance guys to be partying with a bunch of bears, but. Hey, whatever, they made it work. And in the meantime, Luke has to put the torch to Vader's body, gives him the old Viking funeral. And man, that must have smelled so bad.
Yep.
Oh man, all that leather and flesh burning and shit. Oh, it smelled terrible. But as his body's burning up, we get the nice music in the back, like da 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 da.
That's a good.
Yeah, that's all going on, and we get the nice touching moment where he goes back, he gets to see the Force ghosts of Ben, and Yoda, and then
Anakin,
really
Johnson.
cool. No, so if you go back and watch the original one of this, the Force ghost for Anakin wasn't the Anakin that you see in the new ones now. It was actually a different actor. It was an old man actor. They did just a guy that they put in there to be Anakin because they had no clue who the fuck to put in there, which I thought was wild. Like they just made an Anakin guy.
It's kind of crazy because it sort of looks like Anakin
it
from
sort
the
of
new
does.
movies.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job with that. But so they sees the Force Ghost, kind of tip of the hat, like, hey, thanks, Force Ghost. I'll probably talk to you soon. And he goes back to Ewok Village and celebrates with his friends. Sees Wedge, gives him a big hug. Everybody's just kind of partying, celebrating, a little bit of a moment.
Yeah, good ending compared to the Empire Strikes Back.
It was, and it was just a good feel-good ending. I mean, people in theaters must have just loved that shit. And then the credits roll, da dun da dun da da, and bada boom. That's the end of the original trilogy, man.
Yeah, I would have been kind of bummed though, because it's like, where do they go from there? I bet that's what everybody was thinking at the time.
And the other thing is,
they took so long to release another movie. People were probably getting upset.
Exactly. People were making Boba Fett comics and Ewok stories. The Christmas special. We'll do one on the Christmas special coming up, folks. That'll be a fun one. But so we've reached the end of this. Now, our plan for the next Star Wars Kehd, if you will be tuning in next week, we'll be talking the sequel trilogy. And what we'll be doing with that, we're gonna probably just end up putting all those movies together. Or we'll be honest, we're not crazy about them. We think they could have been done a little better. They were rushed. But we will talk about them because they're part of the Star Wars canon. We will be discussing all of the Star Wars canon here, folks. So tune in next week for our discussion about the sequel trilogies. We got a bunch of figures to show, a bunch of cool
still
stuff.
plenty of cool stuff.
And this Thursday, I gotta plug. I gotta do my plug, baby. I gotta do my plug. So this Thursday, we got the Thursday Night Jam with Dan. He'll be coming by. We might have a couple other musicians joining us as well for that. And on Sunday, Black Hatch will be joining us here in the Play of the Planet studio for their performance. They're on the King Pizza record label, and we're so excited to have them by. The following week after that, we have an Elvis Presley cover band on the following Saturday. And yeah, there's just so much going on. We're just getting action packed. The pandemic's winding down. We have so many cool people coming by. So thank you again. If you're still here for tuning in, I am Zach the Plants Guy. This is Sloth the Buckethead. And as always, may the Force be with you.